I'm a press operator. I can run virtually every press in the shop, and I also do the maintenance in the shop when needed. We make magnetic tape and apply it to polyester and PVC material for credit cards, driver's licenses, many applications.
My wife and I own this company. We test electronic products in an explosive atmosphere to see if it'll ignite it, if it'll blow up. If we can cause it to fail, we can analyze the failure, find out why, and then implement improvements. I literally wrote the book on electronic failure analysis. This is also available in Chinese.
Here at the foothills of Coalinga, California, Steve Coburn and Perry Martin partnered up 5 years ago, investing some money to buy and breed a horse no one else wanted.
This is Love the Chase. This is our $8,000 horse that's given us $1 million baby. We bought Love the Chase for $8,000, Perry Martin and myself. And we were told that we're real dumbasses if we got in the racing game with this filly.
I looked at Steve and stuck out my hand. I said, you want to go partners? We'll be dumbass partners. And shook hands, and the rest is history.
We needed a logo, and I thought, let's put this jackass on the back of the silks. And he's got 2 white buck teeth, and he's got little eyes. It's really cute.
3 weeks before California Chrome was born, and I woke up and I told my wife, I said, Carolyn, I had a dream. It's going to be a colt. It's going to have 4 white stocking feet and a big blaze face.
And I just kind of said, yeah, all right, whatever. When we came and I looked at that baby and I thought, oh my goodness, here's your dream.
We got there 2 hours after he was born. We were amazed. He was up. He was running circles around Mama.
Now the foal needed a name, so Coburn and his wife, along with Martin and his, met for lunch one day near Sacramento and enlisted the help of their waitress.
Steve took off his 10-gallon cowboy hat, and we all wrote down a name that we thought would fit the horse. And Allison reached way up and pulled them out one at a time.
That day, it was just a game pulling names out of a hat, and, you know, the name that came out first was California Crone.
Steve put California Chrome's name into the hat, and I think maybe he slipped the waitress $20 so that one would come out. The name I put in the hat was C. Bizquick. It's a sort of a sad little twist.
And they're completely opposites. You know, one's a carefree, beer-drinking guy. Everything is fun with him.
I might need a bib.
Perry Martin's more reserved, a thinker. You know, he's the one that's kind of the backbone of the stable.
I think that's a pretty good description. I worked on the breeding aspect, did about 8 months of research on pedigrees. Okay, you guys are getting full? I'm getting tired of holding the bag. Steve does the PR. I'm not sure why we need PR, but he's always out there promoting.
Apparently all the moons and the stars throughout the universe were all lined up just right when California Chrome was born, and we're going to ride it all the way to the finish line.
In the spring of 2011, 2 unlikely partners bred their first racehorse out west. And next, they couldn't wait to see what California Chrome could do on a track. Los Alamitos Racetrack in Los Angeles. It's mostly a quarter-horse track, far from any spotlight. But this is home base for California Chrome and for his 77-year-old trainer, Art Sherman.
Everybody kids me, said, when are you going to retire or do this? I wouldn't know what to do. I couldn't retire.
Well, Art doesn't know it, but I've been watching and following his career for a long time.
Another horse getting ready to train. A nice little horse.
He was a very impressive trainer, so I called Art and said, I've got a very fast horse that I'm going to send you. And he said, great, I could use a fast horse.
Everybody wants to have a superstar, but they're far and in between, you know what I mean? You got to really be lucky in this game. I never had the big money, you know, like, I just look for a horse that's going to be competitive and make my owner some money and have some fun. I don't look farther than that. What, Chrome? Hey, you know you're the rock star now.
Sherman went to his first Kentucky Derby when he was 16 years old as a stable hand for the Colt Swaps, who he tended to on a 4-day train ride from California to Louisville.
Here comes the finish. It's going to be Swaps, winning a length and a half in the 1955 Kentucky Derby.
I bet $50 across the board. That was all my savings. I bought me some alligator shoes, and I said, man, I'm styling now. I said, I'll get all the girls now.
Eventually, Sherman made a name for himself as a jockey, and now he's been a trainer for 35 years. Although until this year, he's never had a horse as good as Swaps. Never even had one reach the Kentucky Derby.
I love California Chrome. I think he's an outstanding little horse. He's my Swaps.
And away they go. California Chrome moves slowly.
Still, as a 2-year-old, California Chrome wasn't exactly emerging as the star of Sherman's stable, winning only 2 of his first 6 races.
Time for a hug. Beat California Chrome.
But while the results were unremarkable, there was something about the colt from afar that caught the eye of jockey Victor Espinoza.
When you see a lot of beautiful women and you just pick one, and this is it, that's the one. And it's the same thing with California Chrome. I was like, that's the one.
Espinoza was once one of the most sought-after jockeys in horse racing. A Derby winner aboard War Emblem in 2002. But of late had come some lean years, and the sense his best was behind him. So when Art Sherman called to offer him the mount on California Chrome, Espinoza saw a chance to turn things around.
I was like so excited. It's like, wow. It's like, yeah, that's awesome. I mean, like, really, like, I think I can win with that horse, you know?
California Chrome is gone. California Chrome to the wire. Straight and strong.
With Espinoza aboard, Chrome reeled off 3 wins in a row and arrived at the Santa Anita Derby with a trip to Churchill Downs at stake.
California Chrome kicks for home and he opens up on them.
I seen him just open up, and I'm saying, wow, that's awesome.
California Chrome will be carrying the host to California all the way to Kentucky Derby.
For $10,000, the dumbass partners had bred the Kentucky Derby favorite. And their horse had also earned the attention of well-financed admirers looking to purchase a controlling interest. But new owners would mean a new trainer, so Coburn and Martin refused the sale.
That was a primary consideration. We've got the right team together, and everything's just perfect, and we don't want to break that up.
We were offered $6 million for 51% of California Chrome. We said no. No. Because this is our dream.
It's a David and Goliath story of little David with the slingshot bringing down the big monster. All you do is read about the Pletchers with 5 in the Derby and Bob Baffert with 5 in the Derby. Then here comes this mom and pop horse saying, come on, I'll run against your $1 million horses and kick your butt.
If there was any knock on the Derby favorite, it was that he often broke slowly from the gate, and that even if 18 other horses couldn't beat California Chrome, a bad start might.
As soon as I get into the gate, he'd lean to the right, and I was not good. And I was like, so now I was really like, you know, worried about my heart was going 100 miles an hour in there.
They're off in the Kentucky Derby. A good start for California Chrome. He broke a bit outwardly. He'll be among the early leaders.
I looked to the outside, and I see a bunch of horses outside of me. I was like, this is not good.
Knuckles Sai is the leader. Cheat 2 is second, and California Chrome is now just off of them. Victor Espinoza has him well in hand, running in third position, a length and a half off the lead.
The outside horse which just tracked me the whole way around. You know, I was like, wow, this one, he will not leave me alone.
California Chrome is third. Samrod is right next to him.
And it's like, this is done. I'm going to empty the tank right here.
I was there with my wife, and I says, you know, he's got horse. I says, they're not going to beat this horse today.
And they're coming to the top of the stretch, and California Chrome makes his move for the lead.
When I dropped the reins, you see that power that just dropped to the ground and accelerated like smoke under his feet. I was like, wow.
California Chrome is pulling away. He's got a 5-length lead on his competition.
We're going to win the Kentucky Derby. A couple good old boys that put their blood, sweat, and tears and their money into this horse, never gave up on him or his trainer. We're winning the Kentucky Derby.
California Chrome shines bright in the Kentucky Derby.
4 days after the Kentucky Derby, the routine of everyday life had resumed for California Chrome's owners. Steve Coburn was back at work at sunrise, operating machinery at a factory that makes magnetic stripes for credit cards and hotel keys.
See everybody cheering for California Chrome and dumbass partners, and it's amazing. It really, really is. I'm just blessed with this wonderful horse and all of these people.
We have an exceptional horse. Oh, I'm very proud of him. He's everybody's horse now.
We did it! Was I lying? No, thank you. We're putting this little town on the map. Jimmy, I didn't even see you standing there, man.
Harry Martin and myself, we were into our savings and into our retirement. And we were right there trying to figure out what's next.
This is the only hippie I've ever kissed.
Yes, he's made us some money, but we're not wealthy people. We're just regular people. My wife and I live in a 1,500 square foot manufactured home.
Here's the California Chrome. You're next. Triple Crown winner, baby.
California Chrome's jockey, Victor Espinoza, also went right back to work after the Derby, though he had to juggle numerous requests for his time.
I went and rang the bell for the Padres game.
Jockey Victor Espinoza.
It's just so crazy, and the way it's just fun for me, just enjoying myself.
When you were a kid, did I read that you were actually afraid of horses?
When I was little, and still little, but you know, I was.
Growing up on his father's goat farm outside Mexico City, Espinoza was terrified of horses, but he was willing to try his luck on a donkey.
I remember we used to have one donkey. Oh, it was the craziest donkey ever, you know. He was wild, man. He can buck that donkey, man. And we hit the ground so many times.
3 decades later, Espinoza rode into the Kentucky Derby winner's circle, sporting a reminder of his past.
I can't get rid of this donkey. It's still on my back. and now on, and since every time I ride California Chrome, still I think about that donkey.
And at Churchill Downs, Espinoza shared his victory with the person who put him on that donkey, his older brother, Jose.
I said, oh, great rider, Victor. You're the best. He said, no, I had the best horse.
Last year, Jose, also a jockey, was 10th in his first Kentucky Derby. 3 months later at Saratoga, he was aboard a horse that broke down just past the finish line.
There was a spill after the wire,
I told the doctor, when am I going to ride? And he told me, Jose, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you definitely can't ride again. So I'm still feel bad, you know. And it's so horrible for me, and I can't believe it.
Let's go 3 more good ones here. 1.
Jose struggled with his recovery, so much so that he didn't think he could make the trip to see his brother ride the Derby favorite. But he changed his mind the night before and landed in Louisville 2 hours before post time.
By the quarter boy, I jump and I hug people around, and I said, that's over for my brother. That's over for California Chrome.
Derby dreams do come true.
I was like, great. That was just an awesome feeling. It makes me feel like he just forget that he was injured, you know?
Since then, my pains, everything, they went away. And I'm so happy for my brother.
Well, it's officially Preakness week now, and that means the horses will start trotting into Pimlico Racecourse in preparation for that big race on Saturday.
Yeah, today Kentucky Derby winner California Chrome arrived at Pimlico.
In Kentucky, the improbable favorite had become an unlikely champion. Now in Baltimore, the next target for California Chrome was the Triple Crown's middle jewel.
This horse loves to run, and he loves the competition. And when they open those gates, anything can happen.
California Chrome's owners and trainer had never set foot at Pimlico Racecourse before this year. But jockey Victor Espinoza had been around the circus before. It was 12 years ago, after another memorable appearance in the Preakness, and another bid for horse racing's most elusive prize.
Victor Espinoza's brother Jose is a jockey based here. War Emblem working on 4 in a row. This would be the big one. He could be the 12th winner of the Triple Crown.
Last time, I was shocked. Everything is new, and I didn't even know what's going on.
With Espinoza aboard, War Emblem won both the 2002 Derby and Preakness, but then pointed toward history at the Belmont. It ended just as it began.
Ready for the start of the Belmont Stakes. And they're off. And War Emblem's quest for the Triple Crown. He did not break alertly. War Emblem was off near the back of the pack.
As the horses stumbled out of the gate, that was it. I thought that my only chance is gone.
And War Emblem has given way. No Triple Crown for the 24th year.
So his Triple Crown shot with War Emblem had fallen apart at the Belmont. But this year at the Preakness, as race day approached, there were rumors California Chrome might not even make it to the Pimlico starting gate.
So once again, the Triple Crown will go unclaimed.
California Chrome created some buzz this morning when he was heard coughing leaving the track after his gallop.
I personally saw and heard him cough. Usually not a positive sign with horses.
I told the gal, he probably has a little scratchy throat. He had a blister. He was fine. You know, it was just kind of blown out of proportion.
A lot of minor things get blown up, so you have to get used to it.
When somebody says, you know, a horse coughed, they're going to scratch him because there's something wrong. What's wrong? He coughed. You know, what are they going to say when he farts out loud? You know, oh, God, the horse farted. He's got colic. He's not going to run tomorrow. People that say stuff like that, they haven't got a clue about horses. They have not got a clue.
By post time on the 17th of May, surrounded by fans and reunited with family, the connections of California Chrome were uniformly eager for the race and for the opportunity to prove just how good their horse really was.
Hey, Victor, how are you? Everything okay?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Half hour before the race, I felt good, actually. The colors look familiar. I like it.
It's just kind of crazy. The only chance to have the Triple Crown this year, and it's in my hands right now.
Before every race, I say a prayer. And it's just to show him the path and bring him home safe.
You can't plan out every detail. I was just hoping he'd win.
They're off in the Preakness, and California Chrome had a great start.
When he broke clean and held his line to that first turn, I knew it was a done deal.
California Chrome moves now to the outside.
He opened up 3 or 4 lengths, and I felt pretty confident then.
California Chrome comes into the final furlong with a 2-length lead.
The race was over when I turned him loose.
Everything good! Everything good! California Chrome has won the Preakness!
History has taught me if you be persistent and work hard, you'll be successful. We always planned on being successful. It's a little quick, but we'll take it.
We proved to everybody out there that said we couldn't do it, that we did do it. And we earned it. We didn't buy our way into it. We earned it the hard way.
A few days after that victory, the 13th horse since 1978 to win both the Derby and the Preakness arrived in New York for the Belmont.
I want to tell you about Chrome. You got to run by them to beat them. And I just don't think they're going to be able to do that.
I'm ready for it. I'm really ready for it this time.
Winning the Kentucky Derby was just phenomenal. Winning the Preakness was just as fantastic. Winning the Triple Crown, I just hope my heart can take it.
A horse bred from obscurity. A jockey rescued from it. A trainer and owners finding their dedication and trust in each other paying off. It's been 36 years since a team was able to master all 3 races of the Triple Crown.
He's going all the way. We're going with him.
From these unlikely characters, a true competitor has emerged. California Chrome, the unlikely champion.